Hey guys, it's Emerald again. This is part 2 of the video series about foam rolling. We're working from the ground up today, meaning we're going to go from your feet and then move towards your head. Because if you have your feet correct, everything else will fall in line. If your feet are not correct, your body's probably not in the proper alignment. And proper alignment is the way to go to help prevent injuries. So we did our feet first. Now we're going to move to our calves. So I'm sitting this way in particular because I am stretching out my shin muscle. Yeah, it's not just a bone there. So let me show you what I'm doing. I am sitting, for me, I'm flexible enough to be able to sit here, where my hips are totally resting on my ankles, and I should be in one line approximately from my hips, my shoulders, and my head should all be in the same line. If this is super uncomfortable for you or you're feeling pain in your knees, then I recommend propping yourself up. We have a yoga block here, and you can either put it between your ankles on the medium, lowest, or highest facet, and that's fine too. All of them will get the same amount. It just is going to place a little less stress on your knees, and you're still stretching this out. Why am I talking about the shin if this video is about your calf muscle? Well, because each muscle has an opposing group, and you don't want to work one or stretch one without doing the other. So we're here, we're taking our lacrosse ball, and we're going to foam roll the shin before we get to the calf. In my experience, it opens it up a little bit more. So you're going to take the ball, and you're going to put it underneath your shin. Don't put it underneath your shin bone. That's going to hurt for no reason. You can't roll out a bone. But you can roll out the fleshy part of the muscle that you get here. So you are going to roll it back up and down. And again, the pressure that you exert is up to you. Foam rolling, by the way, is not a comfortable exercise. If it is a comfortable exercise for you, congratulations, that means you have no gunk and your muscles are loose enough and you can move on to a different area of your body. If, like me, this is borderline painful, that's expected, that's normal. Go to your comfort level, use your judgment, but if it's uncomfortable or unpleasant for you, don't worry about it. So from here, I promise it's the same for everybody. Once you're finished with this, what I would recommend to start with your calf is to still stay in this position and use the lacrosse ball to find out where along your calf you're the most tight. Most of the time, people will fall into two camps. The first one is the belly of your muscle right here. So you're going to put the ball there, if that's for you, and then rest on it. You're not going anywhere with it, but you're trying to find a pressure point. So for me, if I can shift a little bit, for me, mine's there. Ow. So from here, that's where you're going to focus the attention on your rolling when we get there. Some people find that their Achilles right back here is where it's a little bit more tight. So if that's you, go down, see? For me, it's not that tight. For you, it might be really tight. So just notice where it is. Now that you've discovered where along your calf is the most efficacious to roll or the most effective to roll, we bring out our foam roller. The foam roller is going to go under the part that you've identified as the most painful. If you go owie, that's where you really want to go. So from here, I'm on the belly of the muscle because that's for me where it hurt the most. Some people, this by itself, you're just going to lift your butt up a little bit and go through, will be intense enough. If you want a little bit of extra pressure, you can use the weight of your leg by crossing it over, planting your hands firmly down, and getting a little bit of an ab exercise as you roll back and forth. So, again, up to you for how long. Just make sure that you work out the kinks and, of course, get to both sides.